The Galapagos Islands, a beautiful location for tourists and locals alike. Just 600 miles off the coast of Ecuador, this volcanic archipelago isolated from the mainland is home to a variety of endemic plants and animals. Since its discovery in 1535 by Tomás de Berlanga, there was a large period of exploitation from whalers, fishermen, and pirates, which resulted in many of these species becoming extinct or endangered. Luckily, since then, there has been an implementation of various strategies and laws to shift citizens' mindsets towards environmental preservation and conservation. From the creation of the Charles Darwin Research Station and the Galapagos National Park to the initiation of Galapagos as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is clear that sustainability has become a core portion of Galapagos culture. During our visit to the Charles Darwin Research Station, we were able to visit Lonesome George. As a Pinta island tortoise, the last of his subspecies, the station searched globally for a mate, but after multiple unsuccessful attempts with closely related species, it was revealed after his death that George was infertile. Earlier in the trip, we had the opportunity to visit the David Rodriguez Tortoise Breeding Center, where they help breed, rehabilitate, and raise endangered tortoises until they are strong enough to be released back into the wild. At first, they keep them in these small mesh terrariums until they reach 3 weeks old.
Because when they are less than 2 years old, the shell, the hard faces, is not really hard enough. It will be kind of soft. So that's why it will be easy for the rats to eat them.
Then they move into a larger enclosure where they remain until they are large enough to go into the free roam portion of the nursery. Finally, after 30 years of captivity, they are released into the wild with proper survival skills instilled in them. This large time dedication towards protecting the endangered species of tortoises shows an ingrained importance of environmental conservationism in Galapagos culture. The Galapagos National Park was established in 1959 and encompasses protection for 97% of the land available on the islands, the remaining 3% of which is inhabited by the citizens on San Cristobal, Santa Cruz, Isabela, and Floriana Island. The National Park Service is responsible for maintaining this protected land. They also help protect the sea life located inside the marine reserve borders, which were established in 1998 and later extended in 2020 and 2021 respectively. This biosphere has very limited access, with everyone inside being scheduled, tracked, and often accompanied by a service member. The fishermen and tourist boats are given a set time frame to be in their specific portion of water and are tracked with the use of AIS, Automated Identification System. This system utilizes a variety of 9 antennas located across the islands and has a speedy 5-minute update time. The Galapagos National Park Service then works closely with the Navy in order to apprehend any vehicles disobeying the pre-established rules put in place for the conservation of aquatic habitats. My homestay father from week 1 actually works on one of these fishing tourism boats. And we were also able to learn how to make poke with another fisherman on Santa Cruz Island. He even came out dressed as Maui on one of our lunches to show his support for Hawaiian culture.
En La Habana, Cuba.
11 de la noche en San Salvador, El Salvador.
11 de la noche en Managua, Nicaragua.
Me gustan los aviones, me gustas tú. Me gusta viajar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú. Me gusta el viento, me gustas tú. Me gusta soñar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la mar, me gustas tú. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas.
The Galapagos National Park Service also manages any scientific expeditions into the protected land. Often accompanied by a ranger, researchers will go into the park to monitor and sometimes assist animal habitats. When meeting with the GNP's head photographer, he told us stories about 12-hour round trips to help spray new turtle eggs with pesticides, protecting them from the dangerous ants, further proving the importance of the protection of endangered species and the role it plays in Galapagos culture. On our trip to the highlands of Santa Cruz, we were able to visit various volcanic craters that collapsed. This instability is important to consider for conservation when allowing visitors to explore certain portions of the island. We also had the opportunity to meet with the mayor of San Cristobal. He shared with us his opinions on various political topics and outside strategies he was planning on implementing. He claims that he believes it is best to think of the various species located throughout the Galapagos first, with people coming second. He also wants San Cristobal to become carbon neutral by 2050, as well as sharing carbon emissions with all visiting tourists for them to be more conscious about their pollution. He claimed how San Cristobal's lack of trash cans was a result of citizens overflowing the available trash cans rather than depending on the individual's responsibility to take care of their own trash. He also wants the youth to consider sustainability above all else. He wishes to accomplish this by providing multiple free educational workshops covering various sustainability topics in order to better inform the public. The most important portion of our trip regarding the integration of conservation in Galapagos culture would be that of our visit to Tomás de Berlanga Middle School. Here, we were guiding an activity around the students creating their own version of a Ho'uhiki pledge and how tourists should treat the environment and its inhabitants while visiting.
And then we're going to have you, after the break, write a pledge for Galapagos. Some groups are going to think about Galapagos. Some groups are going to think about Ecuadorian tourists who come here, so from the continent of Ecuador. And some are going to write a pledge that you think the international tourists would write.
I noticed that all students were highly engaged in this activity, as they were most likely well educated in environmental topics surrounding the Galapagos Islands. There were even murals painted around the campus that showed types of exploitation caused from tourists and pollution. This one mural showed plastic bags floating alongside jellyfish, as well as an ecotourism vending machine being a priority, while the local vending machine are forced to have the leftovers. These murals and clear engagement with the pledge topic clearly shows that these young minds are already being informed and are thinking about the role conservation plays in the Galapagos Islands. It gives me hope that the future generation of Galapagos will continue to focus on sustainability and preservation of the islands.